Hi, I'm Diane Burton, the Masterpiece Coach, author of The Master's Masterpiece and The Master's Masterpiece 40-Day Journal. And we are at Core Boot Camps, and this is the lovely Elise Wade, and we have a beautiful story to share about Miss Elise. And I want to share with you that she came to Core Boot Camps at the age of 87, could hardly get around, and we're going to show you a little bit about that. And she's now 89 years old and just doing amazing things with her fitness. And this is Angela Collins, who is the owner of Core Boot Camps. She's an amazing fitness coach, and I know someone that Elise is very, very thankful to have in her life. So thank you for your willingness to share your journey of going from someone who was having a hard time getting around. You weren't fit, you didn't feel healthy, you did not have an active lifestyle. And Angela, thank you for opening up Core Boot Camps for us to share Elise's story. As a health and wellness coach, I was so blessed when I met Elise, because you see, the myth is when you get older, your body is going to fall apart. And Elise would tell you that it's true if you don't take good care of your body. However, the real truth is, when you take care of your body, when you add exercise to your daily life, then you can have a beautiful quality of life, and you can feel good, have energy, and be one of those people who comes in and says, show me what's the next thing I can do. I want to do more. I want to get stronger. And so, Elise, how did you get started exercising?
Well, I came in with my daughter, and I sat in the corner because I don't drive anymore. And I was waiting for her. And Angela, I think, knows part of the story, but I was encouraged to try.
Okay.
And so I thought, and I told my daughter, I said, honey, I can't do those things. There's no way I can do that. But with a little coaching with Angela and some of the other members of the group that were exercising, they got me started. And boy, did I start slow.
You know, that's okay.
Because when I started, I could not raise myself out of this chair without holding on to get up like that. And now it's like,
whoa,
so
that's amazing.
That's just one, that's a little thing, but it was a big thing.
It's a huge thing. And what I love about this story is your daughter came in for a Black Friday special. Is that correct, Angela?
Yes, it was a special that we had. It was a 2-for-1. So, you know, she got to take part in coming, and, you know, it was like there's no risk of, you know, losing anything, because it was a free membership. So
yeah,
she had nothing to lose by coming.
Well, I thought, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
You had some misgivings about it, right?
I had some real misgivings,
yeah,
because, you know, I had been retired for a long time, and I was, well, I wasn't a couch potato, I was a slouch potato.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Angela, show us a little bit about, share with us what her physical state was like when she came in.
Well, when Miss Elise came to us, she had, you know, a lifestyle of inactivity. You know, when we get to a certain age, we stop using it, so we lose it. So, you know, simple things like standing upright, straight with your shoulders back, you know, that was an issue, because when Miss Elise came to us, you know, she was here, you know. So one of the beginning things that we worked on was just her posture and her balance, and work on some core stabilization and just some stretching, you know, because when you get to a certain age, you know, you're not reaching up to grab anything, and you're not bringing your arms back to stretch, you know. So we worked very simple things on her posture, and then, you know, with her lung capacity, maybe hollering out her name, because, you know, when you don't talk loud and you're not using, that lung capacity is kind of hard to be able to do other things like maybe a sit-up if you don't have the breath and you don't have the, the cardiovascular capacity to do the workload. So we worked on simple things like flexibility, range of motion. Her mobility was the key in the beginning, and then she's progressed, to where she is today. She's always working out to her fullest capacity. I've never seen her at a time where she was slacking, even when she wasn't feeling well.
I love it. And when she came in, these mats, did you say you had more than one?
When she came in, one of the things to work with her posture is just because it's hard for her to lay back and get her head flush with and not just her. Most people, when you're in a posture and you're always here, one of the things we have to work on is getting the head back. So I'd have her lay on the floor, and we would have a stack of mats, and she would lay there for a little bit until her head and neck relaxed to that. Then we'd move a mat, and then we'd be there for a little while, and sometimes maybe in that hour it was only 2 mats, because you have to work to what you're comfortable with. And then over time, we were able to get all the mats gone, and then she was able to progress, doing things on the wall, just standing and having her shoulders, trying to put her shoulders on the wall, But even that, when your body is, deconditioned so to where you're here, that is a chore in and of itself, just holding that posture and working on breathing. And then one of the things we did to work with her lung capacity, Miss Elise, why don't you show that? I would make you holler your name. So let's see how loud you can get it today.
Elise!
Wow. What was it like when she started?
I could be in center of the floor. I could barely hear her.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Something I want those who are watching this video to really grasp is, would you agree that many times people say they're going to go in and start an exercise program, and their first thought is, I got to come in and I got to be able to lift all these weights and do all these different exercises, and I'm going to be really sore. And what you have just shared is so key for people, is you start where your body is. You start where you are.
Well, in most gyms, that's so. That's what the typical experience is that you're going in and you're pushing the weights. But when you get in a studio where you have personal training,
yes,
where you get in with the trainer, what they're going to do is they're going to work on the areas of weakness to make you stronger in those areas. So it just, wherever you go, whatever vehicle you decide to use for, to get healthy, you just need to make sure that you're on the same page as far as what that plan offers. Just like with Miss Elise, we had a talk, and she shared some of the things that were important to her. So those are the things that we've worked on and that we're working on today.
And you also said how important it is to have someone such as you, a coach, to work with the person. Because I know in my experience, join the gym, I'm going to start doing stuff, and I get there and I tried the treadmill and the elliptical, and I'll lift some weights, and I got bored with it, and I really didn't know what to do. And so by coming to a place like Core Boot Camps, Angela will guide us and work with us, and she will push me. I'm at a different level, of course. And yet, if I have an issue going on, and I know the same with you, is if I'm hurting somewhere, she will give us, okay, what can we do instead? And not push to where we hurt ourselves. Push to get stronger, but not to hurt.
And you never want to work through, pain. There's a difference between sore and pain.
Exactly.
And it's important, and she knows this. And in the beginning, one of the things I think she was trying to do is to work through it. And when she realized that, okay, I don't have to work through pain, and it is okay to ask for the regressed move. What is the next thing that I can do if I can't do this one? Would you like to maybe move to the mats?
Yes, I was just going to ask. Show us what. Some things. Show us what you can do, and I might do some of them with you.
Why don't you go ahead? I have 2 balls. Why don't you go ahead and you can both come over here, and let's get on the floor and see how Miss Elise just got up off the floor. That was something, out of the chair, that she wasn't able to do before. She had to go quite literally from the chair to the floor in this manner.
Wow.
You know, and she was able just to pick herself right up out of the chair and go straight to the floor.
That's
So,
huge.
that is huge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and have you both just lie down. And one of the things that is important is your core. And when you get to a certain age and you're a little deconditioned, you're not as fit as you want to be, and things don't move as freely as you would like them. Some of the simple things as hand-eye coordination is a big deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the right knee, left knee, both knees, and come up into a sit-up. Okay, go ahead. Right knee, left knee, and sit up. Good job. Now add that middle knee to Miss Elise. Do both of them together. So right knee, left knee, both knees, and then sit up. Good job.
Okay, this is amazing for a lady. I want to remind everybody that she is 89 years young. How old you are is your business. How young you feel is Angela's. So to think that you could hardly move, I mean, you were slouched over, and look at her do this sit-up. Okay, let's do it again. You want to do one more?
Right, left, both, and now sit up. Now here's one of the things that the whole class is very proud of Miss Elise, and it took her, you know, quite a bit of time to work on, and that's a plank. So Miss Elise, let's go into plank, okay? And you're going to do the plank from...
Yeah, let's face the
So
camera.
what you're going to do is you're going to go into plank on your elbows, but Miss Elise, I want you to go into plank on your hands, okay? And just focus on your plank, okay? And get those legs back. Are you going to try to do the full plank? Okay. And then, there you go. Good job.
Wow.
See, she has her form perfect. Her posture is good. Good job. All right, and let's go ahead and go to knees. Good job. And one of the things in the beginning that she would have to do, and do you remember when we were doing cat and cow earlier, where you would take it here?
Yeah.
And you would get in cow. So let's get in cow. Okay. Now you're going to take that deep breath in and then exhale. And then now go into cat and arch that back up. Arch it up. And then release. Good job. One more. Take a deep breath in. And now take it to cat. And then back to cow. Good job. So just little things like that. Working that back. Trying to bring that back from neutral into arching it and bring it back to neutral. You know, those are things that she had difficulties in struggling with. You know, one of the things also was balance and the coordination. You know, we have a long center line that goes from, you know, the one end of the core boot camps to the other, and she'll walk that center floor, and she'll walk one foot in front of the other. And you know, in the beginning, she couldn't even do that. She'd be off to the right or off to the left, you know, and then sometimes even lose her balance, you know, like she's gonna fall. Now she can just jet across there, where I have some people that are in their 30s that have difficulty doing that, you know.
And balance is so key, because would you agree that a lot of people who have not taken care of their body, whether they're 30 or 89,
Age is irrelevant.
Exactly. That's when falls happen, that's when broken bones happen, and because of you taking care of yourself now, she doesn't have the fear. She told me when we were talking that because she's only 5 feet tall, that the bathtub comes like, you know,
Yeah.
to step into
Right
it.
here.
Right here. And so but she's not afraid to step into the bathtub. That is huge, because a lot of people, as they get older and haven't taken care of themselves, they can't put that leg even over to get into a bathtub. So look what you have guided her to be able to do.
It's teamwork, just
Yes.
like when you're in class. It's
Yes.
a team. Because a coach can do nothing unless the client, the person that is standing there being a part of the team is also willing to do something.
Exactly.
So unless you're willing to go all out, and she most definitely is, right down to her nutrition, you know.
Yes, that was the other thing we talked about. She said she's drinking more water, she's eating better. All those things are so important because I know in my experience, and I know y'all know this too, that when you eat junky food, the body does not want to allow you to have the kind of energy that's necessary to exercise. And so even through the holidays that people go through, sometimes they'll eat foods and then they come into exercise, they can tell a difference. So knowing that, you want to feel good when you come into exercise,
and
right?
this is the Monday after Thanksgiving. So they should know that.
Yeah, and I chose to be careful so that when I came in today, I could do what exercises Angela put out for us. So yeah. Do you have anything else you want to share with anyone, with our audience?
It's not just Angela, but it's the group I'm with also. Everybody has been so supportive of me, and that's just remarkable.
Yeah, and
It
you've
really
made some
is.
special friends, haven't you?
Yes, I
You
have.
look, and here's what's neat. I have a feeling you look forward to coming, correct?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And
Even when I have a little ache or pain, no pain, but a little bit of ache, then it's like when I go, I know that it's going to be worked out.
yes, and you'll feel better, and you have more energy through the day to do
Right.
things, don't you? So
Well, sometimes.
I have a feeling you do a lot more now than you were 2 years ago before you started exercising. So, yeah, right?
Well, yes.
Or you feel better while you're doing
I
it.
feel better.
Feel better while you're doing it. Angela, anything you want to,
Well,
last words?
you both just, touched it. Whenever it's not just wholly and solely about the fitness is very important, but it's mind, body, and spirit, those things. And the
Exactly.
heart, everything is connected to the heart. So when you're in here and you make those connections and you see everyone working, when you see someone who's 89, working out and doing a plank, and you're struggling with a plank and the 89-year-old is still going, that is kind of like the iron sharpening the iron. It
Yes.
just kind of makes you want to hang in there because you know that you could do it. If she could do it, you can do it.
Exactly. Well, and as the Masterpiece coach, one of the things I teach is we have 3 immune systems. We're born with the physical, yet we also have spiritual and emotional immune systems, and those we must develop. And when one isn't healthy, none of them are healthy. So by exercising, our attitudes get better, and as you said, the heart connection is there, and trusting God and just taking care of this amazing creation He gave us. And so I just acknowledge you for taking care of your beautiful masterpiece that God gave you. And you're such an inspiration, Elise, to so many.
I don't feel that I am.
Well, you are. And I know that people watching this video, there will be lives changed. They will want to be like you. And whether they're 30 years old or 100 years old, they will see that they also can make these simple changes that are huge. Starting one simple step at a time that makes such a difference. And now look at you. That's fabulous. Angela, thank you so much.
She has a wonderful mindset, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. I love it. And thank you for
Thank you.
telling me about Elise
yeah.
and allowing us to come over here. And
I'm proud
My
of her.
pleasure.
yes, thank you so much for watching and learning how you can take care of your beautiful masterpiece. And I encourage you, if you are not exercising, add it in. Find someone wherever you live. Find someone like Angela who will work with you where you are so that you can grow in your strength and make your body healthier so that you can be that beautiful, amazing masterpiece God wants you to be. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.